Wear your gear, wear some at least riding shoes or boots that could save your foot. Be aware of your surroundings, that is huge. Take care of your bike as well. I see a lot of loose, sloppy, terrible looking chains.
Oh, there's nothing like being on the water, man. Bikes and water just hits so different.
Today is a Ducati day, my boys. Let's go, baby!
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center.
Baby!
What's up, guys? It's your boy FastLaneD, and today is a beautiful, sunny, perfect Florida afternoon. It rained this morning, so it shouldn't rain at all. The pops on this thing are insane. Like, listen to this thing shift, dude. Hey, Abusa! One more time, Luna. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, since the Stage 2 tune, it's got a little bit of a different tone to it on diesel. I don't know if I like it more. I actually kind of like how the Stage 1 sounded, but the Stage 2 feels much better. Now, we'll say one thing I've been struggling with on this bike since the accident is shifting. If you have a Ducati, you know, if you do not literally jam the shifter or pull it up, or if you're in GP shift, slam it down as hard as you can, this bike is gonna get some false neutrals, especially in that 5th to 6th range, and sometimes going from 1st to 2nd as well. I kind of want to talk to you guys today about some stuff I've learned from my accident. We're actually headed up to the dealership to meet up with a videographer. We're gonna shoot some content, which I'll throw into this video, as well as if you want to see more on Instagram. Obviously on YouTube we can't show anything too crazy, so if you want to see the crazy stuff or just more of the bikes, go follow your boy over on the gram. But the very first thing I learned, and I've kind of touched on this, and I kind of made a video, but the very first thing I learned was to have the proper insurance coverage. You do not realize how expensive crashing is until you are in the thick of it and you are getting hit with all the bills. And I mean, let's be real, most people out here don't carry enough insurance or proper insurance to cover you in the case of an accident. So you on your end need to make sure that you are taken care of. And I've kind of made a video touching on this topic, so I don't want to go too in depth on it again, but either life insurance, health insurance, and then also your motorcycle, because as we all know, this is not a cheap hobby. It may seem cheap at the beginning to get into, but once you start really getting into it, getting into mods, let's just say it can get expensive really quick, and let alone if you get into a crash, which happens. Like, accidents happen, that's why it's called an accident. I know plenty of people that are just really skilled riders that just happens out here on the street, man. That's just uncontrolled, so always be prepared. No one expects to get into an accident. It just happens. The second thing, and this is kind of like a morbid topic that people probably don't like to talk about, but it should be talked about more, is to have a will. In case you die doing this sport, which, once again, that's not, I hope it doesn't happen, but it's not like there's a very slim chance of it not happening, you know? Like, we as motorcyclists know the risk when we swing our leg over our bikes every time we go out to ride. And if something were to happen, you want to make sure all your assets and everything that you've worked hard to get goes to your loved ones, man. And that can get really tricky with death when people don't have assets, or excuse me, or a will, assigning certain things to certain people. And I've seen deaths tear families apart because they start arguing over people's stuff, their houses, their finances, their money, all that stuff. So I would get with an attorney or someone who can write your will for you. And once again, no one enjoys writing their will. Like, this is not a fun topic to talk about, but it's something that needs to be talked about more. Talk to him, Luna. Talk to him, girl. Guys, I'm still on the fence about getting that 2025 Panigale. I have one on order. If I get one, it doesn't make sense for me to have 2 Panigales, so obviously the SP2 would go. But I can't bring myself to sell this beautiful machine for that first iteration of that Panigale, man. Because I know they're going to come out with more better looking ones, different styles, different fairings, dry clutch, carbon wheels, etc, etc. I don't want to do a bunch of mods to a bike that I know I'm going to get rid of and then have to do it all over again. God, I love this thing. And this dude is parked right at the entrance. And we've made it to Eurocycles of Tampa Bay. There's our boy that's going to be doing the photos. Look at all these beautiful S1Ks out here, man. Sheesh. What up, man? What's your official name?
Vic.
Vic, nice to meet you, man. Vic is going to be shooting today, guys. Well, we'll throw in some of his content in the video I'm shooting right now, so go follow him on Instagram if you want to see more stuff. Shout out to him for coming out, man. Where are you from?
From the Bronx.
The Bronx. Oh, shit. Okay. What you doing down here?
Bro, I moved down here like a couple months ago. I've been watching you since 4 years now.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. I had the old R1 back then, Storm.
I think the distinct sound.
Yeah. Oh, my God, bro. He's OG.
Sure,
Here we go, man. Let me pull this off.
It feels lighter than my 1299. Woo! He's working already. I love it, man. Got this beautiful 1299 Superleggera, number 210 of 500, all carbon. Check the freaking swing arm back there, fully carbon. As you can see, we're gonna start it up here in just a sec. I do not want to drop this bike. Yeah, look at that. It's all down through there. Everything. Carbon magnesium, carbon wheels. This bike was 80K brand new, bro. 80 bands. Everyone always says that too.
I knew that.
Like, you're way bigger in person than in videos. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, I knew you were big in your videos.
Yeah. Well, that's
Funny
why.
enough, you don't look tall in your videos.
Yeah. No, I always tell
You
people.
are tall.
It's all 6 foot, man. I'll take that. There we go. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Believe it or not,
Start coming here more often.
for us, not 6 foot. That's tall.
1299 Superleggera, baby. Sheesh. Or do you prefer the new V4? Comment below, let me know. All right, we got Alex, the GM here. I'm gonna ask him a question, bro. Have you crashed before on your motorcycle?
Thankfully, I have not crashed
wow.
on the road on a motorcycle.
Dang it! All right, well, you can't answer my question. I was gonna say, what's the biggest takeaways you've learned from crashing?
So from almost crashing many times on the road specifically is your vision and your lane choice, like where you are in the lane, what lane you're in, and being aware of your surroundings at all times. I've had plenty of cars pull out in front of me. I've been brake checked. I've been cut across. I've been run off the road almost. I mean, a lot of years of riding in Florida, you learn to be aware and to be protective of yourself. The number one thing I would say is just always assume no one can see you.
100%.
That applies for cars pulling across. That applies for cars pulling out. That applies for, you know, anybody and anything. Just assume that they don't see you. Prepare to avoid them, and most of the time you'll be ready to. The other one is lane position choice. I recommend, you know, when you're approaching an intersection, whether you're following a car, whether you're just on the road, I like to be in the left side rut of where the tires are for the cars.
There we go.
Namely because if a car decides, hey, I have to turn right in 100 feet, and they slam on their brakes and turn right into a gas station, you're not right up on their bumper. You can go around them if you need to. Same for cars coming across. If they're not looking right at you, just cover that brake, meaning just hover your fingers over that brake and be ready to avoid that car if possible. I always preach avoidance over braking, because you will not be able to stop from me to that UPS truck, but I might be able to turn and get around it in that split second amount of time.
There you go.
I've avoided many more crashes than I would have been able to stop. And lastly, just just mentally, don't outride the situation. You know, I don't go flying down this road at 130, even though I could.
Yeah.
This speed limit is 45, 50 with cars doing 50 to 60, you know, average speed. So the more you increase your speed, the more your danger level goes up, and the lower your reaction time is. And that's just where I see a lot of guys making a mistake where they're, man, I was in over my head. But
there you go.
Situations where if you just get like hit from behind and stuff, that's hard to avoid.
Yeah.
So, no offense to you, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that one is just truly luck of the draw.
That's true.
Those are my little tips, and
I appreciate it,
I'll
man.
keep.
And how long you been riding?
15 years.
15 years. Yeah. There you go. So he's experienced. He knows what he's talking about. Obviously, and once again, he's a GM here. So thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Crashing teaches you things. One, pain sucks. But two, it teaches you what you did wrong, right? And it should also start teaching you respecting of the bike, right? We all get on the bike. We've talked about risk assessment before.
Yep.
But we all get on the bike and make a decision that day. Are we wearing the right gear? Are we going the right speed? Are we doing the right thing? And if you crash it, you at least failed something.
That's true.
So that's what it comes down to. Yeah, crashing sucks.
Yeah.
I can tell you all my war stories. They all suck.
Yeah.
And the only thing I've learned is I don't want to crash.
That's true.
So I train, I practice. I do what I can.
Chris, I appreciate that, man. So how long have you been riding?
13 years.
Woo! There you go. All right, we got this beautiful M1000rr for sale here. I almost bought one of these, not gonna lie to you guys. We were very close. I was talking about it on camera. They got all these S1Ks. What do y'all think about this yellow? What do you think about this yellow?
I like it. It reminds me of the G80s.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I think it is a Sao Paulo yellow. The red frame down there is just interesting to me. I don't know. I like it because it's different, but it's just, like I said, interesting. Last things I'll show you guys. We got these S1Ks. They got so many S1Ks, and they got more in the back too, and more out front, which is wild. And then this beautiful M1000rr. It's always interesting seeing a stock one. It makes me appreciate Mona that much more. But all right, Vic's been waiting for forever, so let's go get some content. Vic's got this beautiful Type R that he's gonna be shooting out of. We're gonna do some rollers, which, like I said, I'll throw in the video. Some other stuff. I like these wheels too. They're like a bluish hue to them. I didn't realize that.
It took me a while for them to grow on me, and now I'm just like, all right, cool, I like it.
It's different, dog. I like it. It works. Yeah, this thing is sick. Dang, Vic balling out, man. Yeah, this is one of my favorite colors. I wanted to buy my Tundra in this color, but I couldn't find one. All right, I'll follow you. So to go kind of based off what Chris was saying, gear 100%. Everyone knows that. I mean, it's just one of those things where you do your risk assessment before you ride. What am I going to be wearing? What type of ride I'm going to be doing? Where am I going to be going? But I've never had anyone that's crashed ever regret wearing gear. So I know it's hot. We're down here in Florida. Like, I get it. It's in the mid 90s today. Humidity through the roof. As always, it's summer in Florida. But I still have at least some sort of protection on. I got my armored pants from MBT, and I also have my MBT collab FastLaneD gang hoodie, which is why we met up with Vic today. We're gonna do some photos and videos with the new stuff. I'm not a big Civic guy, but this Type R is low-key cold. Another thing I want to talk about is ride your own ride, man. We get out here, especially at these events that I go to, we get a lot of new riders, man, and they try and keep up with people they shouldn't be trying to keep up with, if that makes sense. Just to feel cool or look cool. And for experienced riders, you can tell when someone's pushing beyond their limit. Any experienced rider ever gives you hell or tries to push you to keep up, they're not your friend. They do not care about you, because we all know how dangerous this sport is. Also, another important thing is to have money saved away in case you get injured to the point where you can't work. So you either need to have PTO accrued and ready to go. Obviously, there's only so much control you can have over that, but also having some money set aside, man, because like I said, crashing is expensive. It hurts, it sucks, like everything about it is just awful. But I want you guys to learn, man, because like I said, a lot of people don't carry the right insurance, and you may have to come out of pocket for some expenses until they reimburse you. And I love that people talk about the fun side of riding so much, but I want you to be aware of everything when it comes to riding. entrance ramp the best part, well, my favorite part of getting on the highway. Y'all know it's my favorite view right here, bro. Man, how blessed am I, dude? We on the beach. My man's getting it. Oh, there's nothing like being on the water, man. Bikes and water just hits so different. It's so nice out. One other thing I want to touch on is to make sure that you're out here when you're riding, respecting your bike. Like, I was at the point where I've been riding for 10 years, like a little over 10 years, and I hadn't crashed in a long time, like probably like 8 or so years. So I was like, oh man, I've got this in the bag. And you start to think like you're kind of invincible out here, but that can change in the literally snap of a finger. So you always want to stay humble, respect your bike. My H2 always reminds me of that, because that bike's just so fast. Like when you get on it, it'll get you in a hairy situation if you are not respectful of that H2. And you forget how fast these things truly are. Even if you have a 600 or a 300, you gotta remember to respect your bike. You guys obviously can't see, but I'm smiling ear to ear in my helmet right now. This is just incredible. The smell of the salt water. We're on the bike. Woo! Oh my goodness, yes. Let's go. Let's go, baby, let's go. I really hope we can get to the spot. I'm not seeing anybody out here, which is weird. All right, the road we need is closed, of course. Oh yeah, we gotta figure something out. We'll go to a different spot up here then. That's fine. Maybe we'll try and get over here. I do not trust my kickstand in the dirt, especially with this Florida heat, so that's a hell no from me.
Hello there.
She looks like a Kathy. I don't know why. She gives me Kathy vibes. Alright, look at this view, dude. Oh, I love the water. I love the freaking water. So gorgeous. Although I wouldn't want to swim in this. This is not like swimming water, but it's so cool. People come and run all along this pathway. Especially when it's nice out, you usually cannot get a spot out here, but yeah, I'm blessed to be able to call this work. Gosh, she's looking so pretty. All right, let's see what Vic can do here. That was scary as damn, that was probably the highest one I've done. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave y'all with this beautiful view of Luna. We got Vic over here, been getting the flicks, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Wait, hold on, because that lighting looks terrible. Come this way, come this way. There we go, the sun. I don't have an ND filter on here. There we go. My God, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the flicks that he got. Biggest thing, as always, wear your gear. Wear some at least riding shoes or boots that could save your foot so you don't end up like me. Ideally boots, even though I know they're not comfortable. You can always throw something else in the bag. Be aware of your surroundings. That is huge. Know what's going on all around you, behind you, the side of you.
predict what's coming up in front of you. Take the safety course, that could save you. I might do a video soon here where I go back and take the MSF course. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Take care of your bike as well. I see a lot of loose, sloppy, terrible looking chains. Here, we can do a chain check on Luna here. How's she looking, boys? I think she's looking pretty decent. So yeah, I maintain my bikes, I promise. Check your tire pressures as always too. Check all your brake lines, make sure there's no leaks. I probably need some fluid back here. And it doesn't look too bad up here. This bike did just have a service not too long ago, annual service. Clutch fluid as well. I mean, there's so much you need to look over. One thing I do every time I get home for a ride, I look the bike over, I clean the bike as well. That'll help you look it over so you get 2 tasks done with one. I throw some music on, throw a podcast on, throw something on and just start cleaning. So you never know, that could save you. I found loose bolts before, all sorts of stuff. And last thing, man, is to stay sober out there. I hear so many riders that go out to the bar, which I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do, man, but just don't drink and ride. There's so much focus and attention that is required when you're riding versus even driving a car. Don't even drink and drive, but let alone get on a motorcycle. That it's just not worth it, I'm telling you. If you go down on this while you're drunk, I mean, that could end up real bad. But all right, guys, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the FastLane gang, babe. Vic is a real one, man. He really does know it. And y'all comment down below if there's anything I missed or anything you want to add. Let me know. The sun is killing me right now. All right, we're gonna enjoy this view. Luna, your boy, we'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.